Bible is your soul's biography. Episode 1. The Bible is more than a book. It is your biography. It is the story of my soul, your soul, and the journey of every living being, from separation to awakening. The book of Genesis is not just the story of the creation of the world, it's the story of the creation of you. On one level, it explains the formation of the earth, the vast, infinite macrocosm. But on a deeper, more esoteric level, Genesis also describes the formation of the fetus inside the womb, the microcosm. The Bible is alive. It speaks to us exactly where we are in our understanding. For the beginner, it gives simple lessons about God, creation, and life. For the seeker on a deeper path, it reveals hidden, symbolic meaning, truths that point to the divine nature within us all. In this episode, I want to take you into the esoteric meaning of Genesis chapter 1. We'll walk through the creation story together and uncover the deeper, spiritual keys hidden behind the words. The beginning of all things. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. The first verse isn't just about physical creation, it's about conscious creation. Before anything appeared, before there was form, there was God, and within God, there was mind. When Genesis says, "The Spirit of God moved upon the waters," it doesn't mean physical movement. God moved without moving in his mind. You do this every night while you sleep. While you are dreaming of fantastic things and activities, you remain still in your bed. You haven't moved. God's thoughts move in mind, in the imagination, but God didn't physically move. Our thoughts move in our mind, in our imagination, without physically moving. This was creation, beginning in consciousness. God imagined. God thought. God desired. Before matter formed, God first moved within. And this is our first spiritual lesson. All creation begins in the mind. Everything you see in your life today was first born as a thought, an image, an intention. The first light, awakening consciousness. Before God spoke, three things existed: chaos, darkness, and water. Water in ancient wisdom represents the primordial substance, the raw, unshaped potential of life. Darkness symbolizes ignorance, unawareness, and the absence of clarity. Chaos is the formless void, infinite possibility without structure. Then God said, "Let there be light." And light appeared. This is not the light of the sun, the moon, or the stars. Those weren't created until the fourth day. This first light is something far greater. It is the light of consciousness. It is the spark of awareness within the soul. It is the same radiant light seen in near-death experiences, an inner illumination, invisible to the physical eye, but undeniable to the spiritual one. With this light comes clarity. With clarity comes choice. And with choice comes creation. The separation, a universal pattern. The creation story repeats one hidden theme over and over: separation. God separates light from darkness, awareness from ignorance. God divides the waters above from the waters below, higher consciousness from lower desires. God gathers the waters so dry land may appear, the solid ground of understanding, rising out of infinite potential. Separation is the divine process of ordering chaos. It was the creation of duality, the beginning of choice, and making a judgment. It's the way Spirit creates meaning out of infinite possibility. And it's happening inside you every single day, every time you choose faith over fear, love over hate, light over darkness, clarity over confusion. You are reenacting the story of Genesis within your own soul. Man in God's image, the microcosm of creation. Then comes the great turning point. Let us make man in our image, after our likeness. Unlike every other creature after its kind, humanity was created in the image of God. This doesn't mean we look like God physically. Over eons of time, our physical look changes. It means we carry within us the divine creative spark, the ability to imagine, to choose, to manifest. Ancient esoteric teachings describe humanity as a microcosm of the macrocosm. Every element in the universe, minerals, waters, forces, and energies, also exists within us. We are little Earths, walking reflections of the entire cosmos. The Earth feeds us and helps maintain our body. In the end, we return the body back to Earth. When God gave humanity dominion over creation, it wasn't about power or control. It was about responsibility and cooperation, to awaken, to nurture, and to reflect divine intelligence within the world. Replenish the earth, a deeper mystery. God said, "Be fruitful, multiply, and replenish the earth." That word, replenish, raises a question. Why replenish? Does it imply that life existed before and was destroyed? God gave Noah the same instructions, to be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth. Could Genesis be describing not the first creation, but a recreation? Mystics and esoteric teachings across cultures suggest that Earth may have gone through cycles of destruction and rebirth, just as our souls journey through many lifetimes of forgetting and remembering. Genesis whispers to us, this is not your first journey, but perhaps it is the one where you awaken. Why this matters for you. Genesis is not just ancient history, it's your story, my story, the story of every soul. We begin in darkness, unaware of who we are. The light of consciousness stirs within us. We learn to separate truth from illusion, faith from fear. We awaken to our true identity, creators made in the image of God. When you read Genesis this way, it stops being a distant, ancient text. It becomes a mirror. It becomes a manual for spiritual awakening. Closing invitation. This is the journey Genesis invites us to take. From chaos to clarity, from darkness to light, from separation to union. In the next episode, we'll go deeper into the hidden meanings of the book of Genesis. Together, we will discover more hidden meanings that will awaken you to ask questions about this great book, the Bible. Until then, ask yourself, where in my life do I need to say, "Let there be light," and there was light, thought, and questions?